Welcome back, everybody. We're here for another one of our fantastic episodes of Here We Skol Vikings Edition.
Word.
So, Nathan, congratulations. Your Vikings won a game.
Man.
I didn't get to watch much of it, unfortunately, but it looked like it was a good one.
Man, we had the ball at the end of the game. Victory formation. I mean, anytime that happens, I'm happy. So
Good stuff.
I didn't think we had a shot in this game. So I'm just going to jump right into this because, you know, this was a good one for me.
Yeah.
I was happy. So I'm going to try to do this right. I get my numbers mixed up every week, but we're going to try to do this right. So my number 3 key of the week. 3. Eric Kendricks and the defense. That boy, Eric Kendricks, so, you know, he went to UCLA. And he said, because every time he goes out there, he does good. Anytime he plays the California team. So he was like, that's where he learned to become a man. I always show out here. He had his interception. He had his stack to start the game, had 8 tackles, and somehow had an awful PFF rating. So that kind of threw me off a little bit. But at the end of the day, I don't care what the fuck PFF says. As long as we win the game, I'm happy with it. So great job, boys out there. Good job on the defense. My apologies for calling y'all boys, you grown-ass men. Good job out there handling business. So, number 3, Kirk Cousins in the defense. Good job slowing down Herbert. Number 2,
Kirk Cousins in the defense?
No, Kendricks. Eric Kendricks. Did I say Kirk Cousins? I meant Eric Kendricks. Number 2, the offensive line.
I know what I'm getting you for Christmas now. Kirk Cousins pillow.
Why?
So you can kiss him when you go to sleep.
I'm just going to get that to my dog so he can piss on it. Nah, I don't piss on it, dog. Kirk Cousins did good this week. I'm not going to bring back up Kirk MVP because you don't have to pull like 5 of these together, 8 of these together. But my number 2 is the O-line. Got to give credit where credit's due. Kirk wasn't clean all day. He had a sack fumble, but he don't have to be clean all day. There's going to be plays that we lose. Just drive the ball. Give him some time so he can drive the ball down the field. So I thought he's done a great job with that. That leads me to my number 1 key to the victory. Kirk Cousins throwing past the sticks. Now, if you've heard my rants the last couple weeks, my biggest complaint has been this check down safe crap.
Captain check down.
He threw a laser to Justin Jefferson between 3 defenders. And guess what happened?
What happened?
He caught the ball for a first down. It's like this amazing stuff. So
do you think he watched your episode and finally been like, fuck, I need to make this dude happy and do some shit?
I don't know. So I listened to the head coaches. I listened to all the damn interviews after. You know, they got them all throughout practice. They give you get Kirk the day after, the day of. And Zimmer's been like really in a, like I told you, these two's been just chucking each other under the bus lately. Like, it's been a weird season. It's like Zimmer's like, if I'm going to go, I'm throwing, Kirk ain't going to stay. Like, if you burning it down, you burning it down. But it ain't going to be you keeping Kirk Cousins because he's the reason I'm in the position that I'm in right now. So, but in his meeting, he said he's been stressing to Kirk the last 2 weeks. He has to be more aggressive and throw the ball down the field. Kirk said he threw to Justin Jefferson every time he wasn't double covered. So it sounds like Kirk is full of shit and everybody's been telling him for a while, dude, you have to be more aggressive. You're the $40 million man. We're paying you to at least make up for 3 of these guys. You got to do more. You can't throw 5-yard passes. You can't let Micah Parsons have 800 tackles because you won't throw it past the line of scrimmage. So
yeah.
Say all that to say, please keep doing what you just did last game. We need some of that. That's what you have. You have these weapons. You have the ability. You have options. We got a pass catching running back. We got a good tight end. We got amazing receivers who are open constantly. Some teams would beg for this setup. You know, it's a good thing. So thank you for finally being aggressive and playing and doing what I thought you were capable of doing all year. I hate yelling and being upset with you guys. It ruins my day, but you know.
You sure about that? Because it was some good content.
Yeah, I mean, I snap every once in a while, but sometimes, you know, you got to get that shit off your chest. I heard you earlier. You can't act like you better than me.
Shit, I didn't never. Whoa. No, that never came out of my mouth. I'm just saying.
I know.
I'm just saying.
It's therapeutic sometimes. You got to express your frustrations. This is our vehicle. I don't know. I don't have any other way to deal with it. So I get to come on here and talk a little Viking shit. And if I'm pissed off at the Vikings, I'm going to say I'm pissed off at the Vikings. If I want you to fire the coach, I'm going to say I want you to fire the coach. And the next week, I'm going to be like, hey, I love Mike Zimmer. Great defensive game plan, sir. That's a way to tell Kirk to be more aggressive. Even if you are full of shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we got to get it going. This little soft pity pat crap ain't cutting it. So we got to keep it going next week. That moves us on to the 3 keys to victory against the Packers. Awful. Division rival. We're at home. In order to win, the number 3. Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh.
Nothing.
2 weeks in a row by the coaching staff being aggressive and actually giving your team a chance. And I almost backfired at the end of the game because we saved all this time. He called timeouts perfectly before halftime to save himself a minute and a half. And what does he do on the first play?
Run the ball.
Of course, right? Why would you not? Because we're trying to be aggressive to score, or are we not trying to be aggressive to score points? I don't know. Sometimes I don't get it, but besides that complaint, I thought they did a great job. They went for it on 4th down a couple times. We called some plays that were actually closer to the sticks.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk threw it, so I don't know if it's coaching or Kirk, but I'm going to give credit to the coaching staff for at least going for it on 4th down a couple times instead of taking those bum 4-yard field goals.
Hey, it's good stuff. You came out with the win.
Yeah, definitely. My number 2 key, well, this is the key to beat the Packers. We got to keep that rolling. Yeah, definitely. Number 2 is to keep Kirk pushing the ball down the field. The Packers going to have a rough defense. They can put up points at will. We gotta push the ball down the field. You know, we're 4-1 this season when Justin Jefferson has over 8 targets. He had 12, 150 yards last game and a touchdown. I mean, you know,
It adds up.
Get him the ball. You know, he's probably our best player. There's no reason he shouldn't have some catches. And then when everyone starts worrying about Jefferson, we have the other All-Pro on the other side. So, I mean, use the offense to set up the offense. Yeah, the number 1, O-line. Green Bay's a tough defense. They got some big boys. They like to push us back. This is the first chance they have to put Bradbury back in at center. Mason Cole had another amazing game for us. Offense has looked a lot better since he's been in there. The pass protections, at least we have men on men, so there's not free flyers coming through.
Did you just say you like men on men?
Man on man, I do, when it's my offensive line blocking the damn defensive line. Yes, please put a body on a body. I don't need free runners. Kirk does not do well with free runners.
Right. Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? So please, get the damn line calls right. So, you know, I'm hoping we do right. I think we got a chance. It's the Packers. I feel a little optimism, and that's usually when they let me down. So we'll see how it goes.
Wasn't it last season when the Packers came into Minnesota and they ran the ball for the first 2 quarters for 1 touchdown? Then they had a 12-minute possession or 10-minute possession.
Who, us or them?
Them.
Yeah.
That's how they beat you. They just ran the ball, and every time they got to 3rd down, they got that 1st down, and it was just man, it was a brutal game to watch. What was that last season?
Yeah, probably sounds about right. Everybody was running it down our throats last. Yeah, that was last season. That's when Kamara had 8 touchdowns on Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Right. Yeah. Right. Had the record.
Yeah. So, anyways, back to the keys to the victory. O-line, please keep Kirk clean. Keep him out of his lap. He does great. As long as he's not rattled back there,
You
he
mean
can
keep the
throw.
offensive lineman out of his lap?
Keep everybody out of his lap, yourself included. As an O-lineman, they should never pick you up and put you in your quarterback's lap. But it happens all the time, so hopefully it doesn't. And if we lose, it's going to be Kirk regresses back to his check down friendly. He gets hit 3 times. Oli Udoh has 12 holding penalties, yet continues to play.
So he had 2 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
That's streak.
But he finished the game too. Because obviously Oli Udoh, I don't know. What does he have on Zimmer? He's got to have blackmail at this point, right?
Is he dating one of his daughters?
But I think that would make you want to get rid of him, not keep him around. I don't know. He's got something. He got something because it don't make no sense why that boy's still in that game. But teach his own. I guess it's their calls. They gonna live and die by it.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so that's my insights for the week.
What about if they lose?
If they lose, it's gonna be Kirk regresses. You ain't been paying no attention today. I swear.
I'm out of it. Did you say it? I didn't say it.
Kirk regresses and we start falling apart again. But now it's kicked down the can. Zim may have made it through the season or until those last 2 weeks.
When's the next Green Bay game?
It's towards the end. It's like the second to last game of the year, I believe. Cold and Lambeau. Awful.
Yeah.
We got the Bears late, too. They were like, fuck you, man. So we'll see.
So maybe that's when Zimmer does make the season. They just do it after on Black Monday.
But like I said, I don't know. I think it's going to be a different season because of that new rule where you can interview coordinators 2 weeks before the season's out. So I think that might mean some players are gone week 16 or coaches are gone week 16, 17. Because you get a jump, right? Otherwise, you have to wait until after they get out of the playoffs or that Super Bowl gap week.
Right.
You could have your coach 3 weeks before that.
Yeah, but
it's unfair to the team they're on because I've seen Stefanski just give us one of our worst game plans ever after he signed his Cleveland Browns deal. So, I don't know. On the one side, if I'm looking for a coach, I want to get to him as soon as possible. If you poach them off my team, stay the fuck out of here until after our season is done, please. So I get both sides of the argument.
Yeah. All right.
Where you land on that one?
Yeah, I picked Green Bay. So
That's not what I'm talking about. The argument.
the argument. I'm sorry. I'm out of it right now. It's past my bedtime. I don't know.
Would you rather wait until after all teams are out of the playoffs? Or would you rather get a jump on it early, even though they could be stealing?
I would prefer to jump on it early. However, when it comes to the competitive fairness of the NFL, I think waiting until the end of the season
is probably the most fairest way to look at it.
It's going to be the most fairest way. Now, granted, you can do your interviews like that. I mean, the way they've been doing it, yes.
Well, that's how they supposedly just doing the interviews.
Supposedly,
you know how that is,
right? Right.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right. Well. Thanks for tuning in to my picks for the week. I got them Vikings pulling off another win. Let's get 2 in a row and start the Kirk Cousins MVP whispers. They can only be whispers at this point. I was talking to him a lot louder to start the year, but now Josh Allen. No. Anyways. Thanks for checking us out. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, hit that thumbs up.
I'm Nathan. I'm Chavez.
Here we Skol.
Skol Vikings, let's win this game. Skol Vikings, honor your name. Go get that first down, make it a touchdown. Rock 'em, sock 'em, fight, 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 fight.